Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel, and welcome back to the Bond account. Now I know I've said we'll start doing like the daily videos or money making method guides on the Bond account once all the series caught up. However, we've got to a bit of a point in the Bond account's journey where we are doing a method for low level charms, and probably the best way to get to AFK charms, and that's what this video is going to be about. And I thought it was probably the best time to do the video while showing the lower level accounts as well. So in this video, I'm going to show you a AFK low level guide to get some of the best charm rates in the game to progress your summoning level in Runescape 3. Now summoning is still one of the best skills in the game in terms of combat. It provides such a variety of ways to enhance your combat, whether it's through a combat familiar, a beast of burden, or a healing familiar as well as all the skilling benefits you do get from skilling familiars as well. But getting your charms is probably the biggest link and biggest time use in training summoning. Because of the Tavli method of using charms, it can be quite quick to process them. So in terms of gathering charms, it used to be the case where you used to do a lot of Slayer and a lot of sort of like of your tedious methods of collecting charms. However, now in current RuneScape 3, there is a very easy AFK way to get your charms. Now we're going to be taking a trip to the Archglacier. Now, in terms of being able to do this, it's very small in terms of requirements. The way I've got through to it is the access to the Cenestine dig site. And because of that, I can teleport into Cenestine and then I can move across to the Archglacier to be able to get there. Now, to unlock the Archglacier from War, you need to go to the Cenestine Chapel, go south through all the glade sites, and basically access and do one kill of Archglacier. Now, the easiest way to do Archglacier is with no mechanics. We're going to do it with one mechanic. We're going to do it with Flurry on, but it's still AFK and it's still easy. In terms of what I'm going to bring for an invo, I'm just using level 60 Death Warden armor because I've not got level 70 yet. Turns out to get level 80 you need to do 5 kills of QBD and you need level 60 summoning. So who knew? And that's why I've had to bring my Archglacier journey a little bit sooner than what I was planning to anyway. But level 60 armor and then level 70 in terms of the weapons. In terms of the necromancy level, I'm level 85. I'm going to be taking some overloads, but you can do it pretty much comfortably level 80, I think. And you don't need overloads either. If you want to bring some supers, that'd be more than good enough as well. Or some extremes, because you can buy the extremes on the Grand Exchange. So you can see I've had a nice little stint there already. But what I'm going to be taking is 2 overloads. And again, this proves like how you can get by without overloads, because I only take 40 minutes worth and I make it last an hour. And I pretty much get through there as well. Now I'm going to bring 6 food because sometimes there are points where you can get a little bit low. And because of that, that's what we take that for. Now I'm killing this with necromancy, so ectoplasm, you have to take it because the ghost is going to be sort of your savior here and is going to make sure that's the reason you last so long. And I'm just going to bank my coins as well, because while also being a fantastic way of getting charms, it's actually pretty good GP. Considering like your main focus here is to be going for charms and charms only, you're still going to be making, even my account with the low kills per hour, and I think I roughly do something like 40 to 45. Still get something like maybe 2 to 3 mil an hour. And that's just a cherry on top because I'm just here for the sheer amount of charms. So once you get here for the first time, you won't have all these activated. Now I've clicked this because it makes the drops a little bit more worthwhile and it just makes everything a bit easier. But for the basic sake, I will turn this off so it's the absolute easiest, no mechanic form of Archglacier. And it will mean that the kills are quicker as well and we'll get more kills per hour because with the Flurry, it does double its HP. So this is the Archglacier, it will very soon appear. I'm going to take my overload. And again, overload could be overkill for this, but because I'm lower level, I just wanted to make sure the defense was up. Because I get hit a little bit, I do think because it's only a level 70 defense count, it does get hit a little bit as well. Yeah, that is pretty much it really. Sit in the middle and just attack away. Obviously, the ghost is going to help heal you to make sure you're pretty much good. Now, you could use Vampirism if you want to. This account, because it's not actually got any Marks of War, doesn't have access to Vampirism. I'm kind of using the Archglacier to build up my Marks of War as well, just by subtly AFKing it. So by AFKing it, I'm making a little bit of money, I'm making a huge amount of charms, and this will quite comfortably get me to level 68. 68 has the ability of War Tortoise, Bunyip, and Fruit Bat. Fruit Bat is going to make you some money through the papayas, and it used to be quite a good familiar to take to like God Wars for like heals and stuff. It's a bit obsolete for that now, but for the papayas and fruitful scrolls, it is very good, and it will make you a little bit of GP for that. Bunyip, as we've gone through loads of videos, I still use that on the main account. Its constant healing is just so nice. And for an account which is as limited as this is with its combat stats, it'll be even more. So we've actually got a Chaos Die reroll token, which is pretty nice. I didn't think I was going to get that. But as you see from that kill, we got 5 blues, 5 crimsons. We got some of the Anima of Wen, which you will, Onyx Dust, and the Summoning Focus. The Summoning Focus is quite good as well because it will give you a little bit more XP during summoning, and things like Onyx Dust, they just rack up. And that's the thing with Archglator is the drops do just pile up over time. You're not really here for the drops, so it is good to get a little bit of money from it anyway. So that is an hour finished at Archglator. We have 200 blues, 235 crimsons, and a couple of greens and golds, which won't really give us too much. We've done alright on the manuscripts of Wen. 1.8 mil there, and with the other drops as well. Like I said, it's not going to be anything massive in terms of GP, unless you are a high level and you do get more kills per hour, but we are going to still make a little bit, which will basically go towards your summoning supplies and your other stuff there. But for that hour, we have made just under 2.7 mil, which you can't really moan with those sorts of charms. And because of that, and because of like how Archglator's been, the past 4 to 5 hours, I've been able to build up my Marks of War. We're now topped up at 7.3k. Need 25k for Vampirism, but it's a good way to like start building up. I now have the charms for 68 summoning, which will then unlock quite a lot of benefits and decent familiars as well. And we've also trained our necromancy a little bit as well to where we are at a decent-ish level. But going back to war and throwing that in the bank, that is pretty much Archglator. Now, it does have a decent rate for dropping effigies. I've been picking up a couple of effigies as well. But your main source of cash is going to come from those manuscripts of Wen, so make sure to keep an eye on those prices. 230 for where Wen prices have been lately is still pretty cheap. It's been pushing up to 400k on some weeks as well, so once those are at 400k, that is your best time to go and do charms. Now, the Archglator actually works with familiarization, which will give you, I believe it's triple charm rate, and that means this will be even better charms per hour as well for a low level account to build your summoning level up. The higher summoning level is, the more range of familiars you've got, and the better chance you've got of having familiars which will benefit your account. Familiarization is something we're going to be doing a bit more on this account as well to sort of stretch out the charms, and I'll be doing a video when I next do it because I'll do some back-to-back. And it's a pretty good way to use your monthly reset as well, which you will have in your bank. However, this has been this summoning guide. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys have found some value in using the Archglator. Really good to train in combat as well, especially magic and other forms of combat. It will really rack up XP as well, and I think I've got something like 3 necromancy levels just from camping charms out for the best part of 4 hours. So if you have enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.